Caitlin Clark steps in as Indiana Fever lose composure during chaotic playoff clash. With their star sidelined, the Fever unraveled against the Atlanta Dream as emotions boiled over and Clark was forced into an unexpected role. The Indiana Fever's long-awaited return to the WNBA playoffs was supposed to be a celebration of progress, a chance to showcase a young roster built around star guard Caitlin Clark and dominant forward Aliyah Boston. Instead, their opening round battle with the Atlanta Dream turned into a spectacle of frustration, one where Clark, still in street clothes, found herself pulling back her head coach as tempers spilled onto the court. Clark's competitive fire is legendary, even for someone so early in her professional career. But with her postseason cut short by injury, she has had to channel that energy from the sidelines. That proved vital in Game 1 when head coach Stephanie White boiled over after a string of controversial whistles left Indiana scrambling. As technical fouls piled up, Clark became the unlikely peacekeeper, restraining White before the situation escalated further. The turning point came midway through the second half when Aliyah Boston, the Fever's all-star centerpiece, picked up her fourth and fifth fouls in the span of just 10 seconds. The calls were a crushing blow to Indiana's chances and left White incensed. According to WNBA reporter Chloe Peterson, the coach was hit with a technical foul for her protests, and Clark had to step in to steady her. Steph White has picked up a technical foul, and she continues to be irate with the refs. Caitlin Clark is holding her back. Dream lead 64-53, Peterson reported. The Fever's composure unraveled from there. Veteran guard Odyssey Sims was whistled for a technical moments later, adding to the chaos. The frustration wasn't just about the scoreboard, it was about a team already shorthanded, without its rookie phenom, watching its playoff hopes unravel under the weight of whistles and self-inflicted distractions. For Clark, the moment was emblematic of her impact even when she's not on the floor. The former Iowa standout has been the face of this team from the moment she entered the league, and her leadership, often fiery, sometimes lighthearted, has shaped Indiana's culture. On Sunday, it was her presence that kept her coach from doing further damage, even if the Dream still controlled the night. Clark's season of frustration. The incident also highlighted the cruel irony of Clark's season. After bursting into the WNBA as one of the most recognizable players in women's sports, she's been forced to watch from the sidelines for most of 2025. Limited to just 13 appearances due to injury, Clark has had to adapt from being the Fever's go-to scorer and playmaker to a vocal leader supporting from the bench. Her absence is glaring. Indiana's offense, so often fueled by her deep shooting and dazzling passing, has struggled to find rhythm without her. Boston's foul trouble only compounded that challenge, leaving the Fever without their two most reliable options when they needed them most, against Atlanta's top-ranked defense that proved too much to overcome. Yet Clark has tried to keep spirits light. Days before the playoff opener, she cracked a joke during a teammate's Instagram live session, pretending she might make a surprise return. "I will. I got a big game I got coming up," she teased, prompting laughter from Sydney Colson and Aliyah Boston. It was classic Clark, competitive, self-aware, and unwilling to let frustration dampen her personality. Can Indiana regroup? If Indiana is going to extend their postseason run, they'll need to rediscover their composure quickly. Atlanta's defense is designed to frustrate opponents, and the Dream have thrived in physical contests all season. Without Clark, the Fever must rely on Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and a supporting cast that has shown flashes, but has yet to prove it can shoulder the full playoff load. The question is whether the Fever can keep their emotions in check long enough to execute. Technical fouls and sideline drama only magnify the challenge, especially against a team as disciplined as the Dream. Clark's role as motivator and steadying influence will remain crucial, even if she can't lace up. For now, Indiana's return to the postseason is a reminder of both how far they've come and how far they still have to go. They have a generational talent in Clark and a front-court cornerstone in Boston, but the margin for error remains thin. Game 1 showed how quickly that margin can vanish when frustration overtakes focus. Clark summed it up best earlier this year when asked about her competitive nature. "I just want to win, whatever it takes." On Sunday, that meant pulling back her coach instead of pulling up from deep. For the Fever, the hope is that her influence, even from the sidelines, can help them regain control before the series slips away.